Well, welcome back everybody. Robert French here, aka Red 5 French. My secret identity. Robert French, my superhero alternative. That's a word. Red 5 French. Coming back at you with some more Spider-Man. Been trying to give a little more change up to my content. Been doing a lot of Fortnite videos, and since we're all asked to stay inside, I figured I'd switch it up for my sake and for your sake, give you guys something different to look at besides just me and my friends playing Fortnite. And I've kind of enjoyed the last couple of days playing some Spider-Man. Ooh, yeah, look at that new skin. It's beautiful right there. And just talking about Spider-Man and the recent Comic-Con I went to. If you check out my last two videos on Spider-Man, you can listen to me talk about some of the stuff I did at GalaxyCon. But yeah, Spider-Man's always been one of my favorite superheroes, so I just enjoy playing his games and talking about them. Been a huge fan of comics since I was about 10. I've mentioned in other commentaries that I didn't always start out as a fan of superheroes. I found comics through monsters and stuff like that, zombies.
Another day, another piece of priceless New York architecture.
I don't want to listen to that guy right now. Let's check out some of the suits I just unlocked. So I just unlocked this one. This one's new. This one's available but unaffordable. Available but unaffordable. Some new stuff. This is a new suit I unlocked on a side mission. And got this through helping who I thought was a police officer, but in fact turned out to be Felicia Hardy's father, who's also a renowned criminal. But I got a suit out of it, so, you know, go figure. Let's see, something here. All right. Also, forgive me guys, bear with me there. Just doing something here. Also got this, which is the UK, the Great Britain UK Spidey suit, which is pretty cool. This one's, I believe, a new one as well. And of course, I got that one from, I believe, Felicia herself gave me that one. So some cool new threads, some cool new skins. I'm gonna change into I think something a bit more. Well, let's go with the game skin. We'll go with that skin. It's gonna go something a bit more traditional, but
by none other than Spider-Man, the Webbed Wonder.
But like I said, I didn't always
in the best condition?
read superhero comics. I think I was about 11 or 12 before I got into superheroes per se. I had a few.
Does that mean we should let spandex-suited vigilantes swing willy-nilly through a piece of our history? I think not.
How did Parker listen to this guy day in and day out?
Our responsibility to maintain these shameful monuments to our past, because that's the America that
But yeah, once I found
home.
characters like Wolverine and Punisher, that quickly led to more colorful heroes, other members of the X-Men, and of course Spider-Man. And he became a quick favorite. You know, just such a colorful costume, cool powers. I feel like Peter Parker's a cool personality.
What say you, New York?
You know, so many times. God, this is just fun right here, just swinging through the city. So many times, you know, the alternate identity is such a dick, like Bruce Wayne. You know, like hides who he really is by being kind of an asshole, you know, and a womanizer. But in real life, you know, he saves people all the time. I don't think you would say like Matt Murdock is per se a dick, but I don't think his personality, like I think he tries to hide the fact that he's a superhero, so I think some of like, you know, who he is might get masked as well. Then you got like Clark Kent, you know, he's just a complete dweeb outside of being, well, he's kind of a dweeb as a superhero too, but you know what I mean, he tries to act all meek and mild-mannered and stuff. I'm trying to find some crimes to fight here. Nothing's really going on. I guess everybody's staying inside with the corona, even the criminals. Too soon. But, you know, Peter Parker's just got a cool personality. So, about the time I hit 11, 12 years old, Todd McFarlane had picked up Spider-Man after doing Amazing Spider-Man for a little while. And he was doing a great run on that. Had a lot of fun. I remember reading some fan mail later on, and somebody wrote into Spider-Man fan mail saying that they didn't like it. It wasn't their Spider-Man. I guess if I just got to go to do this, maybe? I don't know. So I'm going to do some crime fighting, but maybe I just got to go do this. But it's like, this isn't Spider-Man. This isn't the Spider-Man I know, blah, 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 blah. This isn't Amazing Spider-Man. And it's like, well, yeah, no, this isn't Amazing Spider-Man. This is Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man. And I don't think Todd McFarlane was writing Spider-Man for necessarily, like, 10, 12-year-old kids. I think he was writing Spider-Man stories for himself. I think he was writing stories that he wanted to read. Or maybe he was writing them for anybody, you know. Not just comic book fans, but anybody who could pick up, you know, good material and enjoy it. Maybe he was writing it for Simpsons fans. Maybe he was writing it for fans of, you know, people who watched America's Most Wanted every week. You know, maybe he was writing it for those people. I remember, you know, speaking of like Wolverine and some of these other characters from the X-Men, the book that got me was the team up that Todd McFarlane did in Spider-Man with Wolverine and Spider-Man, where they take on that child predator. That was a deep, deep book. Prey? Perceptions. Perceptions. It was called Perceptions.
Now I have you, my adorable little friend.
Oh, cool. Little robot mission. But that was the book that got me hooked, and he'd been doing the book for a while. Like that was like it's like the 9th or 10th issue, I think.
Must know what Hammerhead's planning.
And
need to eavesdrop on a few conversations, see what I can learn.
That really got me, because that was something I had never seen as a kid in comics before. But just don't bump into enemies, and I'm gonna be seeing. That's cool.
No guns, no fighting, no powers, huh? That's expecting a lot from the folks who run through here.
Yeah, but I don't want to give you my guns.
I'm sorry to inform you that those are the rules, sir. Your weapons stay with me.
Okay.
So anyway, Todd McFarlane, like I said, kind of took on the book, and like, you know, I mentioned before, like, you know, I got into horror comics through horror movies. I was watching horror movies at a very young age, and Todd McFarlane was just writing some cool, gritty stuff, and it was exactly what I wanted. You know, it was like the movies I was watching. You know, the rated R action films, and that's what. Oh, this is cool. What games have they got going on over here? Anything I played? The Kingpin, and what is that? Hercules. Can I take a picture? No. Can I zoom in, zoom out? No. Garbage. But yeah, so he was writing the books and the stories and stuff, like, you know, like, I mean, like, from my opinion, 88, 89 into like the mid-90s.
Okay, Spidey-Bot.
Had some of the best like
Maggia
action
repair guy has to
movies
fix this.
and horror movies, in my opinion, for that whole genre. You know, so like Todd McFarlane was writing the movies I was renting every Saturday and Friday night. You know, so Spider-Man quickly became.
A lot of background noise. Should run a filter to ID mentions of Maggia and Hammerhead. Now to isolate the conversation.
This is pretty cool. Oh, I love this game. Such a cool game. Anybody who hasn't had a chance to play this, please do yourself a favor. Pick this game up. The DL content is almost like having 2 or 3 games in one. Got all these neat little aspects here. Oh, come on, that was perfect.
That's the kind of guy I am. So what happened next?
Perfect.
That's
Let's see what these upstanding gentlemen have to say.
So glad we left the Maggia behind.
Shh, nobody talk right now. No
City.
Spidey
You don't
commentary.
Think it's kind of messed up? What? You know what he's doing to himself. Project Olympus. It ain't natural. What? Your tribal tattoo is natural? It's not the same. Okay.
I don't like to make assumptions, but I'm pretty sure there aren't a lot of valedictorians in the room here.
But yeah, so that's basically the quick history of like how and like I think I said in another commentary on this game, there were so many Spider-Man titles available from week to week or month to month, you know, just like endless material. But I really enjoyed Spider-Man that Todd McFarlane worked on. In my opinion, some of the best stuff to come out of comic books in Marvel at that time. I loved how he would use animals like the lizard and make it battles of like nature, you know, like spider against lizard, spider against, you know, an octopus, and all of a sudden it becomes more of like a nature fight. And then the enemies that he was introducing was pretty amazing as well.
Time to get out of sight.
Okay, so maybe I gotta go in low to get up high. You'd be able to climb like a little spider.
Oh no!
I just figured I'd try it, you know. Why not? Oh man. So I gotta get up there somehow.
Want to stay for a beer later?
Nah, I got baseball.
Oh, what? Like you're seeing the game?
No, I mean I got baseball. You know, intramural. Hey, we're pretty good.
No way.
I swear on my mother, we win all the time. We only have that beer I hate on tap here anyway now.
You got a bloody stump up. Who ordered the bloody stuff?
All of a sudden I feel like I'm in Ratatouille here.
It's eavesdropping time. One of these guys has to know what Hammerhead's planning next.
Oh,
Which group looks shadier than the rest? Now to isolate the conversation.
Alright, this is pretty cool. You know, this is right here kind of feeds into another reason why I've always liked Spider-Man. You know, he builds his own stuff, he builds his own tech, you know, and he does it on a meager budget, you know. It's not like Bruce Wayne where he's got all this fabulous tech and he can just like have a business design it, you know. Peter Parker is building all these little gadgets. Well, not nowadays. Nowadays, Tony Stark's been building his stuff in the cinematic universe, which I'm not a big fan of. I don't like that idea. I'm really hoping Sony and Disney can kind of get away from
I have to reach them first.
some of that crap.
Someone here must know their location.
Because really, Peter Parker, that's what he's always been famous for, is this young kid who can, you know,
Gotta isolate their vocal wavelengths.
take apart some some spare parts that he has from an old computer and some stuff from a stereo laying around the house, and make his own gadgets and his own tech. And this game really,
Come on, he said he had a wife and kids.
really does a great job of noting Parker's scientific mind,
Yo, this assault on the
as
Magia
well
Dog.
as his,
Where's it happening? Got a location?
you know,
Nah,
his superhero
new guy
side.
says he knows though. Hammerhead told him personally.
He's brains, he's brawn,
What's up with newbies
Spider-Man's
getting
got it
intel
going
before
on.
us?
Little of this,
Gonna bust this
little of
kid's
that.
chops.
I really hope the new guy knows where the Dons are at. Come on, new
Oh,
guy,
he
you can
rhymed.
do
Look
it.
at that. I really hope I know where the Dons are at. That's what I'm talking about, Spider.
Now to isolate the conversation.
Very serious. We had worked him over for a while, and he was not.
Hey, heard you know where the Dons is at. Keep your voice down. It's just, I don't know.
Come on, new guy.
I knew it. Friggin' new fish. But I do know who does know. Vinny
Speaking
and
of Todd
Gino.
McFarlane, I would really
Yeah,
like to meet
they're in
him
the
one day,
back.
get his
He ain't
signature,
telling
but I don't know
nobody.
what I would
Like
get him to
that
sign.
news. Vinny
I've got a
and
lot
Gino
of his
know
Spawn
everything.
comics,
Stop running your
a lot of his
mouth,
Spider-Man
new guy.
stuff. I got all of his
Vinny and
Spider-Man
Gino, huh?
work, multiple issues
Need to
on
get
a lot
my
of that
back, see what
stuff.
they know.
Some stuff still
Door
bagged.
by the pinball machines must lead to the back. Just need to get it open. Dang!
Dang is right.
Pinball machines must lead to the back. Just need to get it open.
Oh, okay.
Oops. Scuttle, Spider-Bot!
Place is trash. Dino! Gino?
Oh no. Please don't squash me. I'm just a little buggy.
Pardon me, coming through.
Fuse again? Hey, what's going on in there? Vinny and Gino. Some big plans. Nice.
A map of Hammerhead's businesses? Gotta get a better look at it.
Between the distillery and the auto shop, Hammerhead's printing money for years.
Literally.
Ooh.
There. When I'm done here, I'm calling MJ. She's gonna want to know about those spots for her piece on crime fronts. Okay, onward. Need to find Vinny and Gino. Figure out where the Magia Dons are.
So here's my issue. Okay? I drink the beer here, even though it's awful. The worst. I gotta take a leak, right? All the time. What do you think my issue is? Toilets are always broken. The damn toilets are always broken. Don't even start on a giant hole in the wall. It ain't aesthetically pleasing. You got that right.
Hey, you heard about this Project Olympus business?
I heard. I don't like it.
Could be interesting.
Oh, the hole in the
It
wall.
gets you dead.
Project Olympus? Why does that keep coming up here?
Can I shock the rat? Ooh, a little funk jam. Let's go. All right. Yeah.
Vinny and Gino, I presume. These guys know Hammerhead's next move. Think there's notes on that tape AM radio. Vintage.
Damn it!
That got one of them. Now for the other.
It's a defensible location, you know.
Sure is. From the outside.
These Magia Dons have no idea what Hammerhead has in store for them.
They're gonna
Gotta
be
distract
real
both of them.
surprised.
Hey, like it's their birthday. Except they're sad.
So, like, the first day of school.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the Magias
gotta clear the
hide
room.
all the other Dons
Another
in the
outlet,
same
maybe?
Yeah, making it real easy for us.
Why would they do that?
didn't work
Yeah,
out
it's
well
over
for
here,
them
but how
in
do
this
I-
area.
Time to get out of
They're as
sight.
dumb as the boss says they are. Running scared.
Well, that's why we work for Hammerhead, huh?
Yeah. Also the slick new
Oh, here we
Sable
go.
guns.
He has really cool guns.
Have you tried them out?
Oh yeah, they feel.
See?
Could futz with the light.
Ah, you kidding me?
Now's my chance.
There an eclectic box in here?
An electric box?
That's what I said.
You said eclectic. Like my aunt with them damn princess dogs. King Charles or something.
Oh, I love those dogs.
Shut up and fix the lights, will you?
Now what do I do? Yeah, okay, but how do I get up there? Oh, crap. Well, where was the little... There we go.
Dons are hiding in the Auerbach Theater. I need to reach them before Hammerhead does. Nice work, Spider-Bot.
Bingo.
Now hide and I'll come back for you later. With several bottles of bleach.
Alright. Totally awesome, dude.
Hey, MJ. It's Pete.
Yeah, I have your number in my phone, Pete. You don't have to tell me it's you.
Right, obviously. Listen, I know you're working on that piece about Maggia fronts. I found something that might help.
I think Mary Jane really helped
the location
keep
of
my
four
attention in
Hammerhead
comics, and
businesses,
again, thanks to
and I'm
Todd
willing to bet real
McFarlane. Todd
money that they're
McFarlane
not
did an
legit.
amazing job with
You have no money
Mary
to bet,
Jane,
but
and
I
so did
appreciate
Eric
the
Larson.
sentiment.
Eric Larson
I'll
was
look at
another
them right
great
away.
artist that
Why don't
really
you let me do the legwork?
came in
I'll pass
around the
along
time
my
that
fun.
I was getting into comics
So helpful. I'm
and
on a
getting
deadline.
into superheroes.
Let's
And
talk
it's a
soon.
shame that neither one really hung around Marvel very long after that, because it would have been great to see some of the stuff that they could have done with those
Witness
characters.
brave enough to stand up against Hammerhead? I better go and keep an eye on him.
Forgive me if I'm breaking up here a little bit. I'm trying to like do this while I finish getting up ready for work and wrap up this video here. But I'm gonna go. I'm wrapping up this video, and I'm gonna go ahead. And I gotta go into work. Luckily, with all this stuff going on, with the coronavirus and everything else, you know, I'm still able to get to work and
Hey, Peter, you got a sec?
make a little money. Oh, hey, what's up, Miles?
Oh, you know, the usual.
Just get ready for
Spider
work.
in, man in. What's up?
I just wanted to thank you again for that first lesson.
Aw.
I mean, I thought we were actually gonna do stuff, but now I'm like so full of knowledge, this whole thing is unreal.
When nobody's shooting at you, it is, in fact, fairly rad.
So, when's our next lesson?
Oh, I don't know, Miles. There's a lot going on.
I've been finishing all my homework early, and all my chores are good around the house, and I haven't dunked on a single fool in basketball once, I swear.
No, that's all great, Miles. You're doing a great job. I'll, let you know as soon as I'm free, okay?
Okay, yeah, awesome, thanks, Peter.
I have created a monster.
Let's get out of the rain
Monster
here.
of enthusiasm.
Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, it would have been great to see what those guys would have done with Spider-Man. I mean, of course, they went on to create some great characters of their own, Spawn and Savage Dragon. But these guys really piqued my interest for this character. It is because of them that I really love the character. And like I said, I think a lot of it has, like I said, has to do with Mary Jane. She was a really hot love interest for Peter Parker. I don't know if I would have been into the book if Gwen Stacy was around. I know that sounds kind of bad. I like her a lot now, but you know, 12, 13 years old, coming into maturity, Mary Jane is a redhead. I mean, that definitely got my attention. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for watching me play and listening to me chat for a little bit. Wanted to give you guys something to watch while everybody's kind of stuck home for right now. And oh, something I didn't mention really quick before I head out. The Spidey suit here that we see with the Spidey armor, really cool suit. What I didn't know is I always thought it was like an armor, you know, some kind of metal, perhaps even the same metal that, you know, was forged Captain America's shield or Wolverine's claws, but it's not. It's actually hardened web from the comics, from what I understand. I think Spider-Man, they should do a book where he finds a bunch of guns on the streets, keeps them, and then later on melts them down for an armor suit. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Anyway, guys, it's been cool chatting with you. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, share, all that jazz. Follow me on Twitter at RFA3rd. That's RFA the third, 3RD. And until next time, don't forget, anybody can be your own friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Take care, guys.